Ladies and gentlemen, in the week that the BBC have been sued for $10 billion for editing a story incorrectly, I can hereby assure you that no such risk is posed to the Cob Pod. I don't know if you can tell, but this is 100% unedited and live. Defamation, deception, inflammatory and malicious. And those are just the names of some of the guests we have on the pod today. We're upstairs, not in the Braemar room. We are joined by Deaf Alex.
Hello, good evening.
We've got Pete Lunn.
Hello, Pete Lunn.
Pete Lunn.
Pete Lunn.
And Matt Christie.
Matt Lunn. Matt Lunn and Pete Christie. Hello, lads.
Hello.
And one Richard Niche.
Good evening, my friends.
How we doing? How we doing, everyone?
I'm pretty good,
okay.
thanks.
Right.
Third shot of Pete's guest tipple.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Cod Pod Christmas.
It's time for the Cod Christmas.
We got there in the end.
Well done, Alex.
Well done,
I
Alex.
just
That
don't
was good.
understand how you gave your daughter that much of peach slow gin to get her to say, welcome to the Cob Pod Christmas. But well done. Impressive. It's great to be here, isn't it?
It is.
It's been 3 weeks, and
No, long time.
a lot's gone on in 3 weeks. I think we've been sat here chatting. I think we've probably had a longer chat pre-mics going on than
Yeah,
mics.
let's start with Pete, because Pete was a bit of bad news. Go on.
Yeah, a bit of a tough week. Norman Evans, who was first team hooker back in mid to late 70s, early 80s, passed away a couple of weeks ago. Lovely chap.
Yeah.
I've known him ever since I've been at the club.
Wow.
Real gent. There is a full obituary on the website, and it's worth a read. Lovely chap. Really
Very
sad.
present club member, I found. I mean, I've
Yeah.
been here a long time, and he's often on the sidelines when I was playing. Obviously not so much nowadays, but yeah, very recognisable character.
Mm.
And I've got to say, with the Braemar club, that connection, we can maintain that,
Yeah.
regardless of whether you played 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, 500 games if you're Joycey.
Yeah.
You're part of the club, and you'll always be part of the club. So important to remember those.
I think that's what your direct debit subscription does.
Sorry?
You will always be part of the club.
Yeah. And so today, listen, we're gonna look back at the season so far across all the age groups, and then we're going to get a top secret celebrity guest in to look forward,
I say.
Ho, ho, ho.
Crystal balls.
which will be cracking. Where should we start then? Should we start at the age groups? Could we just set the scene? So we're not in the Braemar room, we're actually in the upstairs bar. We have taken over a full table. There are 2 separate bottles of slow gin. Deaf Alex is well oiled and is on his 14th IPA. There's a cheese board. We just cracked open some brie. We're having a nice wee festive. Go on, mate. We'll get some crackers. Get them opened. Because it's been a fantastic season for the club, has it not?
Yeah, feels like it so far.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Where are we? In December? Yeah.
December. So,
Been a
Let's-
good season.
Pete, could you maybe take us through the catalogue of the ones? Because, I mean, they're on fire.
They are on fire at the moment, playing some great rugby. And I just had a quick look. Last 3 games, most recently Trinity away, 15-43 win, fairly convincing. And then Cobham Hove down here was actually a pretty tight game. We scored a couple of great breakaway tries that gave us the edge and won.
Didn't I?
21-10 in the end, yeah.
Last year against Trinity, I got a feeling we lost both, didn't we?
No, we I think we beat them away 0-25. If you remember, we actually.
Okay.
They were unbeaten, weren't they, at that
Clean-
point?
they
Yeah,
were
they were
unbeaten.
unbeaten at that point.
But I think they won the game
I
over
knew
here.
I knew they had a great season. Yeah. Okay.
And then the week before, Hove, Ruts 10, Cobham 34. So looking good. But obviously, the big game is this Saturday, and we'll talk to Billy about that a bit more. Both sides unbeaten. They've got one more try-bonus point than we have.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Brilliant.
oh,
Well,
yeah,
we didn't get the try-bonus point against Hove. That was quite a tight game. We've scored more points than them, and we let fewer points in. So if we got that extra try-bonus point, we would have been top. But there we are. We're not. They are at the moment. But it's all on Saturday, you know.
Pressure's on them.
So
now.
that's that's not. Let's hold fire on the this Saturday chat
Yeah.
for a second.
Sure. But it's a two-horse race, looking like a two-horse
It
race.
is,
Trinity
it
are
is.
about 13 points behind in third place. And then there are a couple of other sides, one on 30 and then 26 points. So, yeah.
So the let's just talk about the twos for a second. That looks like a very happy group. it exudes confidence. And for those of us who have played vets, I'm sure I saw TC run out at 9.
Half, yeah.
I mean,
Scrum half, he was scrum half.
one less way to pass to 10 from TC. And like I say this as a person who plays outside TC a lot, and to be fair, benefit because he picks and he goes and he picks and he goes, and quite often he scores. Yeah. What he doesn't do is release the ball. So the thought of him playing 9 is a thing of wonder.
He must have hated it.
I did play one. I did play 1-2's game earlier on in the season, and he got tackled, and I was like, right, now's the time to release it, TC, and he did.
Wow.
Absolutely released the ball. Shocked the hell out of me. Yeah, almost dropped it, but I'm not Miles, so kept hold of it.
If you speak to, so I'm just getting a bit of cheese and biscuits
Yeah.
now. If you speak to anyone from the Southern Hemisphere, they'll usually always say that the key to winning a game of rugby is the pack. I don't know if that's the same thing in Cobham, because everyone I speak to, it's always the backs have won us the game, the backs have won us the game. Is that what sets us apart, do you think, this season?
It's the level you play at, I think. The level we're at the moment, we have a pack that can hold its own and win our fair share of first phase ball. And then you've got backs that are outstanding compared to the others. So therefore, we look good. You go up a couple of levels, you're going to need some.
But
I thought it was
people.
the pack decides if you win the game. The backs decide how much.
cliche,
I mean,
though.
it's a cliche, but I mean, even for I wasn't with my team on Sunday, but the feedback was we won the battle of the breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
We got to the ruck first, and as a result, you can do something with it. And I don't think that point should be lost, because
You need a certain amount of possession, even with the best backs in the world. You need a certain amount of possession. So
But that's
it's not one thing or the other. You need both things to work.
that twos game had a newly registered player, I believe. I don't know if anybody saw that.
No?
So I think I got to get this right. I think it's Billy's nephew
Oh yes,
was over and played for the twos.
Scored 3 tries, Brad.
Yeah.
You're joking.
Dore,
A jug in his first.
Yeah,
his first outing.
he recorded. If you haven't seen Billy's debrief online, he mentioned that he was recording it. Is that Is that?
I'm pretty sure that it's
Tom's
his
cousin for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's over for Christmas, so he bought his boots and registered at the club, and he played a game for the twos, and then he played the second half for the Colts on Sunday because he's that age. And he said the Colts opposition were much tougher than the twos opposition.
That was old Cahamians.
I'll be honest.
I think so. Yeah.
And the results look like they've gone the twos way for the majority, not all. I think we're doing pretty well.
I think we can ask Billy later, because I think he knows they're doing quite well in their league.
They're doing okay. I think we lost a couple at the twos by a couple of points. Competitive, having fun.
Yeah.
Gabe. It looks like Gabe's getting man of the match every week.
He's phenomenal.
He's
Friend of the pod.
We're putting up trees.
Yeah.
And then what about the vets? I'm going to speak to Nishi, because I said to Pete earlier on, professional sports teams need to have 3 things, right? They need to have consistency, adaptability, and humility. And we've so far been consistently unable to win. We've been adaptable against, I'm going to say, much younger teams. All of them?
I think this is a real thing that we've seen this season. And it's hard. We might break the humility bit here, because it sounds like we're having a bit of a whinge. But I do feel this year, and it might be just that we're aging.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not rule that out. But I feel like each of the sides that we've played have played some much younger players who've ended up doing things that we can't do, and it's taken a little bit of the soul out of some of the fixtures.
Yeah,
I feel.
Do you think they're short of people of the right age for their veteran
Well,
side?
I don't think so, because if you think about the rules of vets, and actually if you look at so Surrey's definition of vets, and this is straight from the Surrey site. So
Nishi's gone full.
It sounds like research.
She's gone tonto.
I agree with him.
I think this
I'm all over
this could be something for 26. I think we can trial it. Pod undercover. Where we go into other clubs, full like Donald McIntyre, like Fake Shake. We go into other clubs' vets and uncover their underage players. So look, the way Surrey describe it, they say for the purpose of this competition, a vet is defined as a player who is or will be 35 years of age during the current season. Teams are asked to adhere to the spirit of the competition in fielding as many age-qualified players as possible at all times. Teams should have a minimum 12 vets on the pitch at any time. Now, we all understand that there is a big get-out-of-jail card, which is that any single person in the rugby community would support any father who got to play with a son, daughter, nephew, niece, anything. Like anyone would get behind that and just say, fill your boots. But I think when we look at those, I guess they are rules. They're designed to make sure that you can get a team out. Mm-hmm. And what we've seen is like when we played down over at Richmond, and you've got a side loaded with youngsters, and you've got a massive pack of vets on the bench who aren't coming on. So they're starting the 20-year-olds and then getting a number of tries up. But listen, this feels like a moan. We're still loving the rugby. We're still loving Friday nights and getting out there making that happen.
But we still love rugby, but there is an element of joy that diminishes if you're being walked around by a kid who has every right to walk around you because they're 20 years younger. So I think it's a valid point. Yeah. Brings us kind of firmly into another discussion point around clusters. Clustering. For me and my experience in the girls' game is really positive, and it is really valued, and it's something that is not done enough.
So this is clubs joining together.
This is So clustering is a club formally going, I'll tell you what, for this season, we're going to form one team. In my age group with the under-14s girls, we cluster with Cobham.
And that's a numbers thing.
It's a numbers thing. So we're the Cobham team, nicely. With the Cobham team, we have about 18 girls. They provide 8. And it's great because it means that we can play 15 aside with subs every week in, week out, which
you couldn't do.
We couldn't do with 18. There's too many competing.
More importantly, is the 8 from Cobham get a game?
Yeah, exactly.
Because they couldn't with 8.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't be able to field a team. So,
I think you translate that to the vet side. We used to play Paulines, whatever. OCs. Who else?
I think that's where clustering could work really, really well, because there are a good number of old established vet sides that just can't get to 15, and so more and more so you've got lads who just want to get out there, want to play, like never know when it's your last game. So you just want to get as many in as you can. And that's a great example. And I know that work goes on behind the scenes to try and make those alliances happen and make it come together. I know that we play sides. Like when we're playing some of the Surrey sides, and it's just bringing anyone we can to make this work, because we all, like, everyone just wants to play. So that for me is exactly where clustering can work brilliantly. I think whilst it's a massive enabler in the junior level, and especially in the girls setup, it can create some not really confusion, but complexity around identity and who you are and who you're playing for and sense of club. And I think we noticed it in the girls' setup when we're kind of all together and playing, and then suddenly it's like, well, we're going on this tour, and like you guys aren't, or we're going on this trip and you guys aren't, and suddenly like half your teammates aren't there.
Yeah,
it is difficult, right? And you have to remember what it's there for. And I think that vet's sort of example is absolutely perfect, because if you've got two sides that can get 8 or 9 vets, then club together and play a vets team, and you're not getting to that 20, 25-year-olds running around you. And I mean, I first came across it with the girls years ago, and we were the Seasiders because it was Cobham, Chobham and Camberley all together. And you get it all the time. You know, there are some big clusters, but it's really important to get people to play. And we've done it in the boys' game as well. When the current Colts upper sixth were under 15s, we did pre-Christmas with the under 16s, and we became the junior Colts. And then after Christmas, the following year, the Colts clustered with Effingham and Leatherhead pre-Christmas because, again, there's shortage of boys because of the Saturday rugby rule. So it can work, and it's all about getting people to play. That's the fundamental basis.
I think that's 100% the point. It's about giving game time to players. And apologies to the herd of girls. Sorry, Matt. Sorry about this. I'm going to mention it. You can take it too far the other way. And
go on, Ali. What do you mean?
Well, if you decide, well, I'll tell you what, clustering is really good, and I'll tell you what, that side over there is they've clustered 3 sides together, and they're doing really well. If we cluster 4 sides, we could put 2 teams out, and we can stream in order for our firsts of the cluster of 4 clubs will be really good, and then we'll give game time to the seconds, and they'll be in a different space. And it's really hard, and the RFU guidance doesn't control that. And as someone that has worked in central governance for enough years, no one wants governance. They really don't. But there's got to be boundaries on this thing. You getting that balance between the two.
I think if it can unlock playing time for more players, or if it can unlock access to coaches, because you might have a club set up that doesn't have or hasn't had the same investment in coaching for girls rugby, and if you can balance the two of those, it's exactly the right thing to do. But on the basis that it can mature, and maybe a club side, you don't have to be clustered for life. No. A club side can evolve out beyond that as well as you recruit and you grow.
Interesting. The Rosslyn Park Sevens had this issue last year, and they've changed their rules for the coming year, and they've kind of put yes, you can combine schools up to a certain number of players, but if 2 schools combined hits this number of players, then you can't bring another school in.
That makes sense.
Right. You don't want to turn a district side or or a regional side. So it just needs some common sense being applied by clubs.
Otherwise, you end up with East Surrey versus West Surrey versus South Surrey.
Is there a positive angle to this in that
huge
girls rugby is growing, but it takes time for the infrastructure to keep up with that.
Yep.
So you've got more sides now who are able to put out, I don't know, like 9, 10 players, but maybe not the full 15, and that actually this is a moment in time that we're going to mature through.
I completely agree. I think that was understood a couple of years ago. I think for girls rugby, we're now in a position where there is potential for it being abused. For boys rugby and for vets rugby, there's an opportunity.
Mick, can I ask you, Vets Rugby, you very kindly wrote a lovely report for the Braemar All-Stars newsletter, which is going out shortly before Christmas. And you've got a couple of big things coming up in the new year, have you not?
Oh, we've got a couple of big things. It'd be great. I mean, what have we got? We got
not that kind of part,
we're going to run a Boxing Day fixture of a Cobham Vets team against, and I'm going to call it a Surrey select.
Yeah.
So the feelers have gone out to every Surrey club. We have got we've got a number of joiners joining various WhatsApp groups, because we all need another WhatsApp group.
Of course we do.
At this stage of the year. And it's looking really good. So we've already had over 30 Cobhamers sign up to it.
So that's Boxing Day down here.
Yep. Boxing Day.
I love that fixture.
Yeah.
It is in so many ways. So you get one of the biggest footfalls for a Vex fixture.
Oh, really?
So biggest turnouts.
I've not done it yet.
Like the most people, it's in the day because we normally play in the evening. It's in the day. Families come down. It's probably one of the lowest standards of rugby of the year because you can't get the turkey and porks out of your system in time for kickoff. But it is exactly what community rugby is about. Having your family there on Boxing Day, it's marvellous.
Yeah, I'll be down.
Oh, I don't.
I'll be down to watch.
I should be away, unfortunately.
Lunny, your boots need an airing.
Right. Last season I ran touch. I think I ran touch for that game, and the weather was lovely last Boxing Day, wasn't it?
You've said it. You've said it now, mate. It's going to be driving sleet.
Baltic, mate.
I'll be in the stand then.
It'll be great. And there's a couple of ideas. If you expect food after the game, I've said don't bother. Just have a few beers, and then we'll just proceed back to leftovers.
Yeah.
And then we might wrap this into our first fundraising event for the Injured Players Foundation this year.
Nice.
So we'll send out a wee card machine.
Where's that being played this year, mate?
Well, we've been invited to Twickenham again on the 30th of the actual Twickenham Stadium, if I'm allowed to call it. Am I allowed to call it that?
You are here.
The Allianz.
You are here.
The Allianz. And so that'll be that. I tell you something, that is a great day. And last year we got invited given 2 weeks' notice. I think we were still on tour in Nairobi when we got the invite, and then we said yes. I think we managed to raise, despite being on a charity rugby tour, raised again thousands of pounds for the IPF, which, if you haven't heard of the IPF, just go and Google the Injured Players Foundation. I mean, that is a serious charity.
I am trying to get fit for that, just apparently to hear Mr. Nish's motivational speaking.
Excellent.
Pre-game.
Excellent. Saturday, 30th of May, and the rule is you can come and play on the hallowed turf of the Allianz if you put your boots on this season for Cobham. You all right?
Are you going on holiday this year, the Vets? Are you nipping abroad somewhere?
We're going to nip for a tour, a wee tour to St. Pete's. That's not your house. That's
it's a release.
Okay.
St. Pete's in Florida, which will be fantastic.
Mick's holidays, notwithstanding, let's go back to rugby at Cobham.
Let's go. Have we got a wee? On you go. Oh, dear me. Dear me, there's a wee knock at the door. Let's see. We have a wee mystery guest. Oh, my goodness. It is our very own director of rugby, Mr. Billy Davison. How are you, pal?
Yeah, very well. Thanks for having me on.
Mate, no bother.
Welcome.
You seem quieter than he is in person.
How was training tonight, Billy?
Yeah, it was good. It's a funny time of year, Christmas parties and super flu and got to work late, got to hit my end of year targets, all the rest. So we were slightly light, and that's exaggerated by the nature of the game at the weekend. You're wanting to see everyone out there, but that's this time of year that just doesn't happen.
Okay, you say the nature of the game at the weekend. So for those that are not all over the calendar, what's going on Saturday?
Yes, it's extraordinary. It's an extraordinary bit of scheduling where we're playing Weybridge Vandals, and they were the only team that we did not beat last season. They are local rivals. There's a lot of parallels between us and them. They've got some very good players. They've got good depth. They enjoy their social. They go about their business in the right way, and it's a rivalry and a friendship that has developed really, really well. Now, when the season started, it looked like this could be a good game for Christmas, and none of us really expected the fact that we've both been unbeaten.
Yeah.
So we are both 9 games from 9 wins, and going into this
Spicy.
Yeah, really spicy.
Yeah.
Going into this game now, it's we want to win, but if we don't, it's not the end of the world. There's still another 11 games to go. In respect of our relationship with Vandals, we've picked them up away in the cup, so this is in essence the first of a trilogy, and that I hope people I'm sure people will get behind, and those lucky enough to watch the game will get a sense. If it's anything like the contest that we had last season, it's for a level 7 match, it will be right at the top of things.
Yeah.
Billy, last year it was 18-all away from home, I think.
Yeah, and an argument for the best game of the season.
Wow.
Two teams going absolutely flat out at each other, and an absolutely stunning game. So if we get anything close to that, it will be a real treat.
Well, Colts have played Vandals this season in the Cup away, 18-all.
No.
It was tough, very tough.
Wow. So the first game of the trilogy, we play away in the Cup, and actually we can add a little bit more spice to it because our away game there will be their last game of the season. And they're making a prediction that will be the game that will decide who will be top.
It is looking, we said it earlier, but it is looking like a 2-horse race at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I would be... you will never hear me say that.
No, okay.
I mean, you look at, we go away to Haywards Heath, who struggled last season, and they won by 50 points. On the weekend, they're the only team this season that have scored 4 tries against us. So there are teams finding their way. Haywards Heath would be one that we're not talking about until we get Saturday out of the way, but I'll have to talk about it quite soon after that because it's the first game of the new year. And do I see us and Vandals going through without a hiccup between now and the first weekend of April? It would be unlikely.
Unlikely, yeah.
But we'll see.
Billy, on a week like this, when you're preparing the squad, and there must be a lot of emotion knocking around. Like the boys are up for that, had an amazing start to the season. Do you do anything differently, or do you just try and position it as, lads, it's business as usual, it's just another rung on the ladder, we've got a lot of rugby left ahead of us? Yeah,
it's a really good question. And there's a real danger with a game like this. We've already posted with respect this highlighting on Instagram that it's an Elmbridge clash and 2 unbeaten teams and Christmas and all of the rest. But that's done in the right way in terms of building a community of people that might want to come and watch the top game, and not like we must win it. That's not part of the conversation. I'm smiling on the inside and the outside because my son has just pulled on my sleeve half an hour ago and said, chill out. It's, you're the most tense. You're the most tense person out here.
So you I get that and get where Tom's coming from, but of the dozens of people, hundreds, thousands, people that listen to this, we want to support you. We want to support the club. What do you want us to do? Where we got to be? What times kick off? Where you need us here? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. We the lunch is sold out, so if you want lunch, I'm afraid you've probably missed.
Bring your own.
Yeah, you've missed the boat there.
I think I've got the last spot.
When I say lunch, it's 11:30.
Exactly.
It's a brunch type affair. We're starting here at 1:30.
Awesome.
1:30. Okay, and I think the twos are playing as well, aren't they?
We are working really hard.
I know Melts is trying to get a game.
Kicking off before the first team game, I think that's the plan, isn't it?
It's best laid plans, but an ideal scenario, and I've just shared this with the players, is we have some wonderful group of players, and if you're listening, please let this be you that come to us for a 12:30 start, because we've got university guys back, and we've got enough players for 2 teams. But it's the 20th of December, and there's not a lot of clubs out there that are making it 2 teams. But we are hopeful.
Yeah, and the early kick-off because you've got the big game, haven't you? Clash because of the railway issues. So that's usually between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh.
Yeah, so there will be from New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve. I think no trains, so they've had to bring that fixture this side of Christmas, which is a big clash on the 20th.
Yeah.
So it's another small hurdle for us getting two teams out, but that's what we are trying. It's wonderful to come and hear off a session where it's the first session where we've had the university guys back.
Nice.
And just reminded of
I saw a few
has such hot talent.
A few of the last year's Colts, Inky and Noah and Babby are out there already running around, which is nice to see.
Does that give you a headache, Billy?
It does.
Yeah.
And in normal circumstances, if a decision, I've said this on this forum before, if a decision is close and somebody's training and somebody isn't, but this is not normal circumstances. Whatever it is, the 17th of December, it does give us a challenge, because you might have. I mean, let's name him. Tom Incledon would be a great example.
Yeah.
Colt from last year. He's just, you couldn't take your eyes off him tonight. It just, and I've been doing this long enough. You just get a little feeling, a little, use the force and all the rest. And I'd love to see him play, but for him to play would be to say to somebody that's played every game this season.
Yeah, that's hard.
And from a. If all of our lives depended on it, he might find a game, but that's not us.
No.
We have to, measure it. It's a game. Where I'd love to have 20 in the squad, not 18. But
that is really good to hear you say that, because I've had debates with that with youth coaches this season, and I'm like, it's equal game time, not a half. We're here to give people game time. It's I know it's different with ones and twos, but this is about the quality of people's experience, not as coaches. Oh wow, I've got that tick in the box. It's so much more than that. It's so much more important to people's well-being, to people's mental health, to people's ability to turn around and go, yeah, I gave it all, and I was valued. Yeah, I love that.
Billy, just selection all done and dusted, or have you still got a few things whizzing around?
You can't ask that, Pete. That's
well,
true.
You hear it first. Just a vague, and nothing.
You're not picked, Pete.
TC's available at 9 if you want.
At 1.
Okay, I'll give you one. That's going to be the captain, Chris Lippy, out here.
And 2.
He makes the team. Part of our success has been based on a little bit of luck with injury and having a consistent squad. Now that has just bumped a little bit over the last 2 or 3 weeks. We had sort of 8 or 9 missing against Hove. Some of those guys came back against Trinity, and some of those now have gone away. So we're in a 3-game block where it has been quite fluid.
That Hove game was a tough one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Really tough. There's ways you go about selection. One is, you've got player X, and he's the best player we've got, so it just doesn't really matter where we play him, he's got to be on the pitch. And the other one is, let's keep where we can everyone in the same spot. And we've not messed about with that, but we've looked at both sides of it. And right now, we're in the latter. So everyone that played last week, the week before. Okay, there's 9, there's 10, there's 12, there's 13, and we've got all these other. Where do the others fit? So we're trying to build some consistency of relationship out there.
Yeah,
and that's so important, especially with the backs.
Yeah.
And that loyalty. I did notice Joycey was out training tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure.
All three Joyces were training tonight.
I'm not sure he's got the
Joyce triplet.
Has he got the knees out for a few weeks? But anyway, yeah, well on Joycey.
Billy, one of the things that I always really respect when I hear you talk about the team is when you talk about culture, the deliberacy of culture and how that comes to light. And we get to see the games played out, and we get to see the lads at training tonight. Give us a view of something we don't really get to see. What does the 10 minutes before kickoff look like? Whose voices are heard in that moment? What happens in the change room? What are the routines? What is that? What is that last bit where it's just the boys together before they get out on the grass?
That's another really good question. I don't know. That cuts right into the heart of it, because I've been doing this for a long time, and I honestly wouldn't classify myself as a particularly adept technical coach. I think I know my way around things, but I'm now of an age where I'm much more reflective on, well, why is it I've been here for a couple of years, it happens to be working at the moment, and it's not a secret. But at the heart of it is, for me, it's around clarity of expectation. So what I find is when I'm involved with these amazing players that we have here, is that I have really high expectations of them without beating the drum or shouting and swearing. That they are clear that the expectations on them and on the team are high. That's number one. The picture before kickoff that's quite a tough balance because it's the players' game. But I have found we should have a few players in here to answer this one as well. But I find, and I can't help myself, that I'm the person in there 30 seconds before the referee knocks, and the message that I give is always different and is never planned. I don't script it. Hairs are standing up because I just I wake up in the morning and I'm like, well, what are the and it might just be one word or two words, and that's our focus, and I love that bit. I mean, it's hard because then you don't play and you've got all of that energy up.
There's a vet space, mate.
Yeah,
but there is something about that moment as a team when the door's still shut, because you're just in that change room together and you're about to go out. Because when you open that door, it's changed. Like, we're on. But there is that moment where you're together, and I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a real. I've got to say, it's. And I'm just trying to think if I've heard it. I can't think now of all of the coaching or all of the luxury spaces I've been in that of a negative experience. My great joy and actually an unbelievable privilege is to be the person that sends out, 18 guys onto the pitch a minute before, and a key message at half time, and a wrap up after. And it's it doesn't work unless there's and this is not a directive, it's just me. I'm emotionally connected with it. I just want them to have a good time, and most of the time they are.
Totally.
It's a good space.
That is.
So you watched a bit more rugby at the weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean where was it? It was so I set up the Saturday was busy. I set up the second team at Old Cats and supported Matt up until kick-off, and then there was an hour drive over to Vandals to watch them, and I did. I think I'm not preaching, but I phoned Vandals during the week to say, listen, I've got a free weekend, just to let you know.
Nice.
Just so we're
nice touch.
with it, that I'm going to be there, and that was all fine. And I know the guys there, and good, really good bods. And then on Sunday, it was a real pleasure to go and watch the Colts play. Totally different game to the one on Saturday. And I think we got 4-1 down, 1-5-4 or something.
Yeah, it was the 24-12 at half time.
Little Lund played very well, by
he's bigger than me. And we won 38-24. And it was the pitch, wind, the slope, the wind and the sun against us in the first half. And we managed to score a couple of tries against them, and then we nilled them in the second half. And it was extremely satisfying.
Yeah, it was.
But you had some interest in that game.
Yeah, so I got Mags' nephew over, 17-year-old over from South Africa, spending Christmas with us. And it's just a keen South African, and he played for the Twos on, this is Cole.
Love it.
And he played for the Twos, his first ever senior game on a Saturday. And scored a hat-trick. And then he turned up for the Colts. I was like, are you sure playing 2 games? And I think Harry was like, what time was the kickoff yesterday? Was it 11:30? He's winking at Cole. And like, no, I think it was 1 o'clock. Anyway, he didn't start.
He came off the bench.
And he had a stellar little half hour, didn't he?
The Colts really loved having him. He had such an energy and a confidence and a smile on his face all the time, even when he got the yellow card. He was just laughing.
I heard that story so much.
Is he free on Boxing Day? 'Cause we could get him in under the family ruling.
Wait a minute. You've got Tim Davey for your yellow card.
Yeah. You'll see him on Boxing Day. That's he's going to play with his cousins. So him and Dave are going to play.
It's great, but what I said to my son afterwards, I said, look, I've said it to him before. I said, because he's thinking about going travelling. Just take your rugby boots, turn up any club.
Yeah.
And you instantly, there aren't many. There's not billions of rugby players around the world. There's quite a few of us, but not tons and tons and tons. And you just walk into a club and you'll find mates wherever you are travelling. And I said, and what you've seen today is exactly that.
We say farewell to Hugh Kennedy.
Yeah.
Hugh at the weekend. He great lad. I'm just welcoming himself to the vets. It's like walking on the pitch. Right, this is what we're doing. We're like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
good lad.
Really,
just get on with it.
Have we had a gap year kid as well?
Yeah, it's another page in the unbelievable story of this place. I won't get too romantic about it, but I took Cole to the game. I picked Hugh up on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So we're driving from Box Hill School, and I've got two teenagers in the car. One's about to play his first game. One's playing his last game. And they just went, and they were both looking after each other. And I had a word with a couple of the senior players, Seth and Joe Harker and guys like that. I said, listen, he's playing his first. He's strong, but just keep an eye on him, And they were I saw little clips, and they were just always looking out for
checking
each other.
in.
Checking in. It was magic.
Fantastic.
That was good.
You can't buy this stuff, by the way, chaps.
No, you can't.
I'll tell you, I should have come a bit more prepared, but we've had an email from, I'm assuming it must be a senior player that's just finished a gap year. And we had an email from the family, came into Nikki.
That was
Hugh's parents, yeah.
Hugh's mum and dad.
Did you see the email?
A lovely note.
Oh my God! Just like thanks for everyone at Cobham looking after him. He's had a great, you read it, you think goosebumps again. It's like this is amazing. He's had a great time.
Yeah, I don't often forward those on, but I forwarded it to the group because the players they don't have to, but the best players and they're all fantastic will connect with that. The fact that they come on, train on a Wednesday and they play on a Saturday. But actually, they're part of something much bigger than that. That huge experience, and you take Knox from the season before, was an absolute superstar.
Knox and Cole.
They've got the same school and just rotate round.
Let's be real, though. I mean, the vets are looking for props. What player? What position are you looking for a bit of backup in? Is it,
props?
If you're looking for a gap year, what position do we want? Do we want? Yeah.
Always front row.
Always front row. Yeah. So any props out there? Anyone?
I remember talking to David Flatman. He's talking about the salary.
Oh yeah.
The salary bump. Well, not bump, but there's what you can expect as a front row because. And you think, well, hold on a minute. How can the prop be the most But that's because they're doing stuff
no one else.
that no one else can do.
No one can do what Thomas du Toit can do. Right. Yeah.
Props that can
hold
up at scrum.
Yeah.
Mick's looking at us because we've been here talking for 3 hours.
No,
he just wants to get on with cheese.
It's almost like I started early. Go on.
Billy's just finishing off one little snifter of.
That one, was it?
No, it was the good stuff.
No, that was the first one. He's had a second.
Oh,
one.
yeah,
slow gin.
That was really nice, by the way. The slow gin.
There you go.
Who's responsible for that?
Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Bit thirsty over here.
Very impressed with
Bit thirsty. Billy, listen. Good luck on Saturday.
Yeah,
we're all there. Kids, families, husbands, wives, sweethearts. May they never meet. And we can't wait. Can't wait to see you again.
Thank you very much, gents. Okay, have a good
forward to it.
Good Thanks, pal.
Cheers,
Thank you, Billy.
Cheers, Billy.
I mean, that's great, isn't it? Can't buy that stuff. Wonderful. How about some age group stuff then, Lunny? Do you want to? You mentioned Colts. Should we just start there and we'll work our way maybe back down and see how we're getting on? Colts, give us the summary of the season.
Yeah, look, up to Christmas, always difficult. I think we've got 60, 65 boys registered, and
60.
Yeah.
3 teams.
You get 18 most weekends. You get 18. And of the upper 6th year group, there's probably maybe 3 or 4 that are playing. So
wow,
yeah, it's tough. But you know what? I mean, Harry's got them all playing a certain way. He's clear in his communication. He has a really good relationship with that group, and they've won, I would say, about 2/3 of their games. I think we lost 1 cup game.
We need to, whoever organises, guests on here needs to have a chat to get Harry in.
We should get Harry in again.
I think Harry, mate.
He's
Let's get in here.
He has been. But I mean, look, before I go back to Colts, Harry has filled quite a large void that's been left by Sim. We had a long conversation at the beginning of the season about all the things that we were going to ask Sim to do this year, and Harry has stepped in, not begrudgingly. He has absolutely welcomed the opportunity to do a bit more coach development, to work with the slightly younger coaches, looking at opportunities to develop their capabilities. He's done some stuff up here in the upstairs on whiteboards, looking at things, and I think he secretly really enjoys it because I think
he's so good.
I think what he's getting though is some really positive feedback from the coaches. So
I love his ability to communicate that clarity of thought. Yeah, straight line. Like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about the distraction. This is what you're trying to do. I'm really been impressed.
Yeah, but he's also helped. You would have seen that we've done a big drive. I mean, the first aid is always something that we do a lot of, but we've done the 2 safeguarding courses. He attended that and was quite vocal and contributed well into those discussions. We're looking at driving some mental health stuff off the back of the podcast we had Chef on. So we're looking at nailing a date, I think, quite early in January, about the 19th. We're going to get some speakers in for coaches, a diverse set of sort of learnings there about how to coach kids with sort of neurodivergent or different genders, all of those sort of things, as well as sort of spotting signs of, mental health in youngsters. So we're trying to just shape that. So we'll put something out fairly quickly after Christmas and try and book that one in. But again, Harry's been supporting all of that sort of stuff and all the CPDs, and he just runs a tight ship. But yeah, the Colts have done well. I would say the best win was the away win at Reeds, because I mean, it's not a scratch side, but it was a really tough game. It was hard to go 3 scores down, but they've had some great fun, right? They had 1 loss, 1 draw, and they won their others in the league, so they finished second, which was really good. We had Reading come over, really nice bunch of guys from Reading, and we played very, very well against them. Some really good shape. We had Twickenham come and join us. Strong team, very even. We were 1 score down with 10 minutes to go, and we had to stop the game. So there was drama.
I remember, I was there.
Oh, yeah, drama that day. And a shout out to the ref for that game as well. He did not leave the pitch. We went and got him coats. He did not leave the pitch until that boy was taken away. But for anyone who missed it, we had an injured lad, big, strong 17-year-old, who got a bang on the head in some kind of breakdown, and he'd clearly been knocked out or had got a concussion because he started to panic. And I think there were 5 first aiders, 4 from us and 1 from them, just helping. We brought Rob out, the club medic, who took control, which was fantastic. He took really good control, called an ambulance. The guy was on his back. He was crying. He couldn't feel his arms. Everyone was like, this is horrendous. At one ambulance, just an estate car rolled out across the AGP. So he didn't have the right footwear on. We let him on.
It's been noted by the chairman.
Slow tyres, surely.
We let him on. And then you had an operational commander arrive, and then a big ambulance arrive, and then over the trees is like, chopper, chopper, chopper. It was like, you're kidding. And on pitch 3 landed the air ambulance that had just come up from Redhill. Yeah. And I mean, I stayed at a distance away from it because we had people being fed up here. I was just making sure everyone was fine and going and checking on. And in the end, he got taken. We had to put the floodlights back on because he was there for so long. It was so cold. And he got taken away in the normal ambulance, the big one, and up to Tooting, St George's. Yeah. And was sent home that night, full recovery expected, return to play protocol. And we had a lovely... I mean, the coaches, the Twickenham coaches are great. They're both first-team players at the club, and they were really, really grateful that, the guys in the medics room took control. It was really good.
So, we don't have time to go through every age group. No. But it really, in addition to that, I think we've got to call out the under-15s.
Yeah.
Right, so under-15s, let me give you some stats, all right? Under-15s have played, they play a league pre-Christmas, and then post-Christmas, I think they play a cup, and they're in the top league. They played 6 games. They have won 6 games. They've got 6 bonus points. And just to give you an idea how far that stretches, the points difference for the under 15 boys is 167 plus. They are 167 plus points difference, which is fine. There must be other teams. Second place, Richmond, under 15 A team, is less than half that at 79. Absolutely. So
good big squad, well led, well drilled.
Owen and the team. I know it's a team effort. Congratulations, and congratulations to the players. Hopefully, a couple of you listen, and
it's impressive.
Well done,
very
really
well
done.
Well done,
We are super proud of you. 30 points from a possible maximum 30. Crack on. We will all support you. Hope to watch you play, and well done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I just quickly cover the under-13s, because it's been a fantastic. We got 2 teams out: the Lions and the Eagles.
Girls?
I keep forgetting it's the boys. Keep forgetting which team is which. I just do. It just doesn't work with my brain. I'm really sorry, but I got to say the one thing I've noticed is the kids are loving it, and we focused on enjoyment. Actually, we followed one of the under-15s leads. Was let's not focus on price and score. Let's focus on enjoyment. And I can just see this new built-in resilience that was not there at the start of the year. And I don't compare it to other rugby teams, but I do compare it to similar age groups in different sport that don't have that.
Yeah.
They don't. So a massive well done to the under-13s, the mums and dads who've been absolutely brilliant, really supportive.
That helps.
And the coaches have been cracking. So under-13s, tick. Nishi?
So under 12 boys, under the mighty leadership of Pat Mettigan, going.
Good old Pat. Postman Pat.
Going really. It's been a brilliant first half of the season. Our strategy going into the season was to maximise the amount of game time and just get boys playing. So we've gone all out for fixtures. So we've played John Fisher, Chobham, Teddington, Brighton. We played the Harlequins Defender Cup, Twickenham away, London Irish away, Barnes away. Last weekend we had Teddington come over here. Our A team won 10-2. Our B team won 8-7. Tried their hardest to throw it away in the third quarter, but managed to bring it back with kind of blood and guts at the end. And of 18 games that we've played this season across our A's and B's, we've lost 4 halves across that. So it's going really, really well. It is also that step up, Mick, like you were just saying, actually year on year, you see the step up. You see the step up in the boys, but as a coaching group, you see the step up as well, and you understand better about what you're taking on being a coach. And some of that is coaching rugby, and some of that is a kind of broader, like emotional burden of just being someone who might make a selection, who might make a call. And one of the things that we've been handling really carefully this year for a number of reasons is how we select the boys, how we give feedback to the boys, how we give one-on-one feedback. Mm-hmm. And the boys have been outstanding, like absolutely outstanding. They just want to get on, they want to get it done, they play for each other. And if we're going to be honest, sometimes dealing with each other as parents is harder because none of us can help it. You're emotionally engaged in your child. And I've been there as well with a bit of a lump in my throat going,
totally.
Like, where's the selection going to go? But so some of those conversations have been hard, if I'm honest. Some of those responses have been hard, if I'm honest. But the flip of that, we've seen some brilliant behaviours. So we've been together as a group since under 5s, and you come up through the club. And this is the first year that we will organise our own tour.
Yeah.
And what we've seen really like spontaneously is the non-coaching parents have said, all right, we've got this.
Oh,
like you go, coach.
So good.
Go, coach.
I wish.
Can they come and help us?
Yeah, come on.
But this is it's a brilliant group of parents who've been together for a long time now, who've toured with us for a long time now, and they just said, right, we're going to take this on. So we've got three nights, which is always dangerous.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 nights down in Devon. It's going to be wonderful.
Where are you going?
What? Devon.
It's a big
near-
county.
somewhere.
Anyway,
somewhere near the sea. But that's wonderful. The other thing that we have to look at as well is Monaco. So you might remember from last year, we have a kind of under 11s, under 12 side going playing a sevens tournament over in Monaco. Tristan Craddock is running that at the moment. So we have the first round of.
If you're listening, Tristan, we found your bibs and your cones.
Oh, well done. Good. I saw that.
Tommy Cobham found.
Oh, well done.
So Tristan's running that, supported by Kartik and Alex Terry from the under 11s. I'm also involved in that as well. We've got the first 18 in a training squad, and then that gets cut down to 12 at the end of January. But the boys are putting in just a phenomenal shift. It's fantastic to see. So really, really happy. Looking forward to having Arthur Eads back in the squad after Christmas. He broke his leg in one of our
So he did.
one of our early training sessions.
Yeah.
And he's been coming down in his kit on his crutches.
Good.
But I think it's this week that the cast comes off. So we're really looking forward to having him back.
Awesome. Oh, Arthur, brilliant. Welcome back, mate. When it happens, brilliant.
we got minutes left, seconds left. Can I talk about girls rugby?
Oh, mate, please do. Of course.
So under 12 girls rugby, absolutely going. They're going from strength to strength. They are an amazing side. So from our side, coached by Alex Madwell Bates, and really, they are. If you have the opportunity to watch the Cobham under 12 side, they're a bit special.
I guest coached them about 4 weeks ago because Alex couldn't make it, and it'd been so long since I'd coached kids of that age. Utterly hilarious, so funny, constantly doing cartwheels, and yapping at each other. And I look back and I think, well, when I was coaching my son at that age, I'd be like, "Come on, listen, blah 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 blah." And on reflection, you go, "No, they're just having fun. They're just meeting their mates." So funny to coach. And I watched them when I came down tonight, all cartwheels.
I made a huge mistake with the under-14s earlier in the season where I tried to hep them up by it all being about contact and aggression. The way I approach the game, which is you just, no matter your size, you just go for it. And massively backfired. It's more about enthusiasm and doing your best. Anyway, so under 12's doing a good job. Under 14s, we had a really lovely couple of wins since we last spoke to you on the pod. We beat the Weybridge Vandal Irish cluster, their second team. They've got two teams. We beat their second.
Randlish.
Yeah, they're calling them
Like it.
the Elmbridge Vandals. We're in Elmbridge too, so I'm challenging that.
Okay.
Anyway, we beat them home here in lovely muddy conditions. Totally destroyed pitch one. Apologies. And then went away last weekend and beat Farnham and beat Wimbledon.
Yeah, I saw that.
And the big thing for anyone listening, any players listening, if you win the competition to the ruck, you're on a winner. You're on a winner. You get to the ruck first. You win that race. You're on a good form.
Alex, have you just unlocked rugby? Was this the missing link that we need to
Completed it, mate.
Give us more of your wisdom,
It was one of those wonderful
please.
things.
Run faster than the person next to you.
I just like scrummaging. Okay, so under 16 girls, it's a challenge this season. We've got one side, and there's not many other teams across Surrey that are just one club. So that makes it a bit tougher. Friday Night Lights coming up on Friday. Love a Friday Night
brilliant.
Lights.
Second one, isn't it?
Karaoke, playing Chobham, Battle of the H. So that'd be a cup competition on Friday night. So all going well, and Lunny and Grace charging ahead with a pretty awesome under 18 side.
Yeah, they've had 3 cup matches pre-Christmas, none of them at home. So we went to Regations, had a tough game. Been away at Farnham, had a tough game. Farnham lent us players, and I think I think we ended up winning that somehow, so I don't know what's been reported, I don't really care, but it was great to get everyone game time. And then just at the weekend, we were in Old Deer Park, just next to the swimming pools, next to Richmond Rugby Club, which is where we should have been playing. But they had their minis Santa Dash, as did our minis on Sunday, so it was a bit busy. And we played one of those mega clusters. Finchley, Saracens, Richmond, Teddington, Harlequins,
Glasgow Warriors.
I have no problem. I have no
Natal
problems with
Sharks.
clusters.
I
I have no problems with clusters as long as it's not abused.
It's tough when you turn up with 16, and they have about 25. It's always, it wears you out. But look, the girls played really, really well. And for big parts of the first half, we were right on the line. We just couldn't get it over the line, and they scored three sort of breakaway tries with someone with a bit of pace, and they were downhill in that first half. So second half we came back, I think we're 21-0 down at half time and came back 36-17 we lost. So got some tries.
And before we end, it's worth recognising in the under-18s and the under-16s, there are 3, 4, 5, 6 Cobham girls that are making their way in that countryside, and in really important positions. Whether it's fly half, tight head, or whatever. There's some.
The back line for the under-18s was Bonnie at 10, who didn't make Surrey this year, but I don't think she was particularly bothered. I know. I look at that. I think I don't know why, but I don't think she was particularly enamoured with the coaching.
How did Bonnie not make?
Bonnie plays 10, Imo plays 12, and then Bella at 13. And if Elsa was fit, unfortunately, she's done her collarbone, so she's been out for a long time. And she must be so frustrated because she's a real gym bunny. She would have been at fullback, and you'd have had that backline would have been awesome with the twins that we've got as well, so the Brown twins. So
basically,
really
the Surrey under-18s backline could have been mostly Cobham. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. But I would say one more thing is I spoke to Grace this evening after the last training before Christmas and just asked her how her first half of the season's gone. Yeah. She's absolutely buoyant about it because she started a sort of coaching career. She does lots of little after-school clubs and sort of guest coaches elsewhere, but she loves the group that she's got here at under-18s, thoroughly enjoys it because they're at a level where they've got quite a good skill set and she can start to impart some of her her knowledge and wisdom from being a professional player, but she's thoroughly enjoying being at Cobham.
I would love to set up a day where she can come spend a bit of time with the Monaco Sevens. So.
Oh yeah, brilliant idea.
Oh yeah, what an idea! Brilliant idea. Socials.
Christmas lunch. Christmas lunch.
Christmas
Saturday.
lunch Saturday.
Christmas lunch, but it's full.
It's
so
brunch. It's brunch. It starts at 11:30. So I wonder what we'll get.
It's 11:30. Get your first pint of Guinness down you early. Be fine.
I mean, let's go close to home. It's the Christmas lunch. It's come and watch the ones and the twos at home on the Saturday early kickoff, and then it's see you Boxing Day. Yeah, bring your family.
To be honest, even if you can't give 2 hours, if you can give 40 minutes. Get out of the house, come and watch the ones for 40 minutes. This is going to be an epic showdown, and your support will be just another really positive voice and really worthwhile.
Definitely.
Go out.
I'm looking forward to it.
Go to Waitrose, get lost, park up, and blame it on the queue.
Perfect. Ali, thank you so much. Lunny, Pete, Ishi, Fantabidosi.
Thank you.
We from the pod wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. We'll see you down at the club at one point over the festive period. Have a cracking new year, and just remember one thing: that rugby is the winner.
Rugby is the